Hello everybody, Assassinator back with another Halo Infinite video. This time I'll be bringing you details of the upcoming event called the Yappening. Now, it hasn't been officially announced as far as the date goes, but Joe Staten did say that the Yappening was coming up in Season 2, and according to, I guess, the leaks, it's going to run from September 6th through September 20th, and we're going to have a 10-tier event pass along with the 2 ultimate items and an item that I feel is going to end up in the shop around that time because it kind of goes with it. But let's go ahead and get started talking about the items that are going to be in the event pass. So the first item is the Slippery When Wet backdrop. It's available at tier number 1. I'm going to do the tiers in order so you kind of know what you're going to be getting. It's basic. I mean, it's tier number 1. It's not something I would ever put as my backdrop with so many other cool looking ones. And I find it very hard to believe that anyone would really put that on there other than for a joke. But free is free, so I guess you take what you get. The next item in tier number 2 will be a new AI color. And we have about 4 green AI colors already. And this one's kind of a different variant of it. It's more of a bluish type green, what would it be, like a turquoise type color. AI colors aren't really anything that I look forward to, but it's at tier number 2. So again, not something that will be used by very many, but I'm pretty sure there's people who will really like this color. Moving on to tier number 3, which will be a Platinum Murray Gold AR coating. Overall, I like it. It stands out a little bit more with its colors that just pop. And this will be a color that I put on my AR, at least as of right now. I don't know what other colors I'll have, but I'll at least try it out. I usually do that as soon as I end up getting one of these AR colors, or any weapon color, armor color from an actual event pass. I usually put it on, run around with it, see if I actually like how it looks in game, and if I do, I keep it on. But we'll move on to tier number 4, which is Free Hugs, which is basically a purple visor, and obviously since we have cross-core visors, it'll be available for all armor cores. Overall, a nice looking visor. I did just get a purple one not too many weeks ago as the ultimate item, so I'm going to be interested to seeing how many different variants of purple can they actually get. So because I have ones that look like it, it's not really one that I look forward to actually getting. But tier number 5, the Quail Hawk, which looks like a junky mohawk, which will be available for the Rashaka Armor Core. I'm not sure if it'll only be available for the helmet that you see it on currently, but I mean overall, it don't look all that great. It's kind of funny, it's kind of thrown together, pieces of metal junk. It'll be kind of cool to actually see it with that neon mohawk that some people might have got from that Cyber Showdown event. I'd like to see how that turns out. But it's cool nonetheless. I mean, it's a mohawk. It's the only mohawk that's actually on your helmet and not the armor effect that we currently have. So nonetheless, it doesn't look that great to me right now, but we'll actually see when it actually comes out and I have it to actually play around with and see what it looks like with my armor coating. Then the 6th item in the pass is a banana weapon charm. Again, nothing really all that great. I see it and I think of Donkey Kong. Don't really know what it has to do with the Yappening. I mean, I don't really know what any of these things have to do with the Yappening. But nonetheless, it's a free item. So hey, you gotta take it. Especially if I'm working my way to tier number 10, which is going to be obviously my favorite one there. But let's go ahead and move on to tier number 7. Now, tier number 7 is the Citron White Mark 7 armor coating. Now, this armor coating overall looks really cool. I actually like how it looks. It kind of reminds me a little bit of the Optic Gaming HCS coating. So I like it. I'm actually going to probably run around with this one for a while. I'm hoping it's going to look good with the whole setup I have with my Mark 7 because I like how it looks, but sometimes those colors will throw it off. But with that green and white mixture, it just looks really nice. I mean, it's one of those good ones where if it wasn't in the event pass and was actually for sale, I would guarantee purchase it. So moving on to number 8, which just like we got the AR coating, we're going to be getting that same exact coating, but this time for the sidekick. It doesn't look as good to me on the sidekick, but it's not that bad looking either. I mean, it's not bad at all. It's just not as nice as it looks on the AR. But let me know in the comments your opinion. Which does it look better on, the AR or the sidekick? Moving on to tier number 9, which will be the Captain's Pride stance. Overall, I mean, it's basically a stance that we have, but this time with a sword in your hand. Very many stances that have the energy sword in your hand. I don't know. It's, it's not a gun. It's not something that you have in most of the matches that you play. I don't know. For some reason, I like showing off my gun because it has a coating on there, a coating that I put on there, so it kind of represents my Spartan a little bit more. So moving on to tier number 10, which is that must-have item, at least for me, is a kill effect. And anyone who's been on this channel for a while, you would know that I love my kill effects, I love my armor effects, and I try to buy them all up. And so this one is obviously free. I grind away anyways, but I'm glad that this one's actually in the event pass. No money needs to be spent, and I'll actually get it. You'll actually be able to get it also. This kill effect kind of gives off like a, I don't know, a gas, like the grunt gas, like when you pop the grunt's, I guess, breathing tank, the green gas that comes out, you kind of get that along with like this image of a bunny. Like the bunny ears are up or the bunny ears are down. But it's kind of cool. It's different. You can kind of see what's going on screen right now. Overall, I like this one a lot, and I will have to put this on a gun. I'll just have to figure out which gun, because I want to say I have like 4 or 5 kill effects already. So let's take the rocket launcher for example. You know, obviously, when I shoot a rocket and I kill someone, I want that flame effect, which I got from my Season 1 Battle Pass. That has to be there whenever I hit someone with that rocket launcher. So that is all 10 free items that are going to be in the event pass. But let's move on to the 2 items that are going to be part of the weekly ultimate rewards. So the first one is going to be the Wart Weapon Charm, which looks to be inspired by like campaign propaganda posters where, you know, it has an elite and it says Wart on there. Overall, it looks cool. Probably not something I'm really going to use, but again, it's a cool item to add into your collection. Then the second week of the event will be a visor. And again, because the visor is cross-core, it's going to basically be for all armors. And this visor is going to be called Parasite Inker. So when you see it zoomed in, you can kind of see it's kind of, I don't know, reminiscent of like a parasite's vision or something like that. And it has that yellowish color, which kind of goes with, I guess, everything that's going on with the Yappening. To me, it's okay because I prefer more of the cleaner looking yellow visors. You know, I don't know, it's more about, I guess, Master Chief all these years, you know, his amber yellow visor is always clean looking except for when Locke messed it up and put a crack in it. But that's kind of what I usually like to go for, so I probably won't use this one, but again, it's an option. And so that will be all 12 items that are available for free during the 2 weeks of the Yappening event. Now, I wanted to also bring up something that might be in the shop, so you might want to start saving your money. I'm going to kind of put a prediction out there because nothing says that it's actually going to be in the shop either of these 2 weeks. But what I think is going to be in the shop is going to be these bunny ears. As you can see on screen, it's kind of like, I don't know, a hologram bunny ears that can be added as an armor effect. It doesn't look too bad, but I don't know, doesn't really look great either. But to me, it kind of seems like it would go with this whole Yappening event. Especially because the kill effect kind of has the bunny ears also. So I'm thinking this will be available during the Yappening event one of those 2 weeks, and I'm going to go ahead and say it's probably going to cost like $6. That seems like the going rate for these armor effects, and obviously it'll cost more if it has other things with it, but if it's just package alone, I'm going to go with $6. So hopefully you found this video informative. Hopefully you're set up and ready to put your time in to get to whatever tier you want to inside of this event pass going on between, again, September 6th and September 20th. Obviously, I'm going to be there day one. I'll be putting a video out before I get started on my grind. Hopefully I'll grind away the pass in, maybe a day or 2, and then I'll have everything. But then I still got to make sure I do it the next week also because, I gotta get that visor even if I'm not going to use it. Just as part of my collection and to put videos out, content out for you to see. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button. But until next time, Assassinator's out.